How is it going, everyone? Giving you another exciting episode with more Xenoblade Chronicles free on the Nintendo Switch, and welcome to it. So last time, because we gotten all two of the standard quest knockout, so the one back in the city where we go ahead and complete the standard quest, which is Mysterious White Fog, and the second is the one that Kite gone missing and been gone off himself just so that he can get himself killed, but that's not a good thing. So everything should be all good now because somehow we got a lot to get handled around here because there is a new standard quest coming somewhere straight to where we saw because there is a person that have a problem. So and we go ahead and check what's around Colony 9 because it's a guy named Eastman with have a bubble of a star on it, and I don't know where that dude ran off to. So you know what? We'll find him once we get on to the Kite standard quest. So we go and talk to him. Hey, don't you dare eat the potatoes. Well, dude, no need to yell at us, and nobody's gonna steal your spuds. Now you're making it sound like I'm being stinky. I'm just worried because a lot of folks are getting ill to eating stuff if that's not in the menu. You think about potatoes are the issue? Probably. I taken it to calling them imitators. You know, like emetics? It's a less funny when I explain. Anyway, I've been warning everyone, so I thought that it'd be best to give you a heads up too. Well, that's pretty unpleasant. There are other problems besides vote. You're better off talking to the other directly. Sorry, I wish that we had better news for you. If we could at least learn how to cultivate the fields properly. Okay, so it's a new hero quest called Reasons to Involve. Alright, so now we were asked to go in... Hold on.
They've been worn down mentally and physically. We have to act now.
My inside.
Hey man, I just wanted to say, you're doing a pretty good job, all in all.
Oh, not you too. I told you not to eat those stupid spuds. Okay, so we have to get all 4 of them done. So this is something that's called info acquired. No, wait a minute. What is it called? Oh, okay, no, sorry. It's reason to evolve. Okay, my bad. So so we got the one that's called Inside the Fionas. That's already checked off. So now we need to get the one called Art via the Assembly Square and at the Canteen. So Boss got something new to say. Thanks for getting the Kite and the others home and dry. I appreciate it. Colony 9 can't do without Kite. I'm sure that I'm not the only one who sees it that way. Well, you're not the only one. So much for Xion's little experiment. What got hold of him thinking that we could grow our own food? Wouldn't we all have been growing our own food ages ago if it really was that simple? Okay, so now we got to the second. So it's it's called the field. The field is what it's called. Okay, well, not the reason to evolve. It's the one that's called the field. That is the one I have not seen. Okay, so talking to Roll. The cavalry troops are from other colonies to see us as enemies now. Kaita was good enough to bring me up to speed about that. So there's nowhere for us to run now. But we aren't the only colony to have broken ties with the castle, are we? Maybe if we join forces with them, we have a chance. We can't just go down without a fight. Okay, now it seems to me because we are missing something. So there's one of this yellow diamond shape of the symbol, and the one that had an exclamation mark because that's the one we're missing. Now I do think we should go and study the lawn downstairs and go check what these guys had to say. I feel for the poorest numbers of that 8 of them imitators, but on the other hand, think about its potential as a weapon if the Agnes were ever to raid us for food. Okay, so that's the third. So now we have to go get the fourth. So the fourth is somewhere up this surface and above this cliff and down this hill. I mean, that is where we go and find the next info. So the last info is what these people have something to discuss about. So we go and get an eavesdrop and listen to these guys talk. But actually, hold on. So now before getting right on to the info, so let's go and talk to Larry. So Camilla's really something. When her cipher for the commissary is over, she goes out and help in the field. I asked her if she was getting tired. No, she said that she loved every minute of it. Seems like the only thing on her mind right now are potatoes and fox. It's a pretty cool that she's found some passion in life. I hope I can too. I cannot believe this, but Shields a cheek. What's wrong? I was talking to Arala about these trick caverns that Nalpon have built all across the Ionis. It's a sound fun, so I asked her if we could check them out, and you know what she said? That I was too dumb to solve them. First of all, that's an incredibly rude thing to say. And second, what even is a trick cavern? Well, Noah, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. So with the fields that we will be able to easily harvest our own food if we take care of them properly, right? It's not going to so great that right now we're going to be in trouble if it carries on like this. Okay, so that's the last of the info that we gotten. So we gotten all that information done. So we go and hold all of our discussion back at the rest spot, where we go and listen to these guys compensate to one another. So we should probably go back and check things out at the rest spot. So the rest spot can't be on top of these quarters. I mean, we can just steady along as we go and move down this these steps over here. And we'll wreck the shore back at Colony 9 Canteen just to go and discuss our next priority.
Let's make the most of our break, guys.
Well, yeah, listen to you. I mean, we should get the most of them done. So if we go and check things out at the fields and we go to discuss, I've been wondering, how about the Colony 9 farming initiative are getting along now? Well, we have been tilling the fields and planting seeds, but they just won't grow, even when it's looking promising, but the bash fails. Even with the glitter radishes, those were in the menu. No luck whatsoever. I wish I could have simply asked about the radishes of what the problem is. Our man's gotta be pretty desperate if he wanted to talk to vegetables. Well, if you don't get any answers from them, why don't we ask Juniper about it? Colony Tals got plenty of veggies growing in the area. True, Tals has constantly proven their self-reliance even without getting support from the castle. They may be able to impart some know-how. Colony Tal? Juniper's a good friend of ours. I'm sure they'll be able to help us. Understood. Then I'd like to inquire without delay. Could I ask you to accompany me? Well, coming with you whether you like it or not. Isn't that what friends are for? Thank you, Uni. But before we depart, you want to stop by Kite Place, right? I would have figured it'd be a good idea to the Iron Fins out with him first too. Well then, we have the same agenda. You're not going to keep us all in the loop here. Come on, guys. We're taking some of the tossed potato with us. Perhaps Juniper will be able to advise us on the matter. Oh, well, just to say so next time. You're making a mountain out of the Rika Hill lens. You stop pouting. Shut up! Who's pouting? I'm pouting? You're pouting. Okay, I think that's about it. Well, I mean, Lance just can't get over it with that attitude of his. Now, let's make our departure, so we have to go talk to Kite. And you know what? Kite is not too far from here. I mean, somehow he's close nearby at the canteen. So you're going to Colony Tal to meet some archer that know their veggies? Exactly. We're thinking of discussing about the issue with the fields in person, and, well, why didn't you tell me this sooner? I'll get the father and the others through the whole fort while we're away. You guys go on ahead. What, you're coming as well now? I did say I work with you, didn't I? Everyone will be so relieved if we can get some good news out of this. Alright, then I'll see you there. Oh, and I'd like you to burn along one of those potatoes if you don't mind. Take as many as you like. Just to take care you don't mess them up and end up with a stomachache. Right then, I'll see you at the Colony Tal. Okay, so you're giving us one of his imitator from Kite. Okay, well, actually, he's giving us one of his imitator. Okay, well, it's an imitator from Kite.
I see some relations have changed.
All right, well, everything changes when you're at every colony. I mean, so we go to destination map. So she's somewhere back at here at Colony Tal. So we go to the entrance where we go and super fast travel warp to that location, to that landmark where we get to Colony Tau. I mean, it's been quite a while. It's been a long shot since we have not visited Colony Tau for ages. I mean, I remember that episode. I mean, we just spotted head on because we're just looking at here. It's on some giant landscapes and that kind because they look pretty huge. Just to look at all of these mechanics around here.
I like Colony 9 too, of course.
Okay, so hold on. Now let's go and get this info done here.
The fields are over there.
Hold on. Stop talking. No word from Imogen. She's left for Colony 4, I believe. I hope she's doing okay there. Okay, so it's the one said, where's Imogen? Imogen. Okay, well, you know what? I'll discuss that later. If you want to survive in this here Mecca wild world, you'll need to learn about the mushrooms. Mushrooms? Why mushrooms? Well, they look fun and all, but you better not to be underestimating them. Some mushrooms are priceless as treasures. Others are toxic like you wouldn't believe. But in 1880, taste of a crown bear. You eat one of them by mistake. Then the next thing you know, you might wake up inside some monster's stomach. Okay, it's the one that's called Mushroom Knowledge. And that's about it. So he got 2 of the info. So wait a minute. Now we can go talk to Carson. Could you tell us a bit more about the Colony Tau's customs? Customs? Let's see. Well, our current commander always has a point of a nest in line. We fetch water from a distant spring, and we don't send it off our dead. Instead, we bury them in the earth. These are all sounding so foreign to us. Okay, so we'll pick up what's left on the ground. And talking to Graziana, Honorina brought some napalm to the colony with her, and they got it in appetite. I'm a little afraid of them. They're not quite like normal napalm. And I'm sure it's fine, though. Well, the world's a big place full of weird and wonderful things. So the one that's called the napalm are here.
This sounds pretty serious.
Okay, so she got more to say. Caressia makes her absolutely dreamy accessories, you know. She's just so good with her hands. It's nothing to make you jealous. So this is Caressia's return. You have an elevator here, but you don't use it. As I understand it, it's been locked ever since the Turkins invaded us a few decades ago. We just leave it as it is. Getting it back online would mean going down to the lower levels you see. Okay, fair enough. Now, talking to Juniper.
They seem to be growing nicely.
Yes, they should be ready for harvest soon. It's best to pick them just as soon as they start to wilt.
You let them wilt, even after nurturing them so carefully.
You get a larger yield this way.
Incredible. So, they're not actually dying, but rather making way for new life. Much like us.
Now that you mention it, yes. All life is built upon some kind of sacrifice.
Indeed. Life is a cruel thing. Now that we are free of our flame clock, I am all the more aware of this fact.
I don't believe we've been acquainted yet.
Xeon, commander of Colony 9. I do apologize for this sudden visit.
Juniper, I also act in the capacity of commander for Colony Tau.
We're here today to ask for your advice.
Oh, do tell. In the natural world, some plants contain toxic elements, usually to fend off predators. I'd guess that these belong to that category.
I was afraid of this.
It must have been frustrating.
Yes. For the whole colony. I don't mind the toil myself. Such was my decision. But as for my friends, I'd rather they simply enjoy the result.
I understand. I know that feeling. I'd like to suggest a different crop, drawing from our experience here. Would you wait here a moment, please?
Phew. Finally caught up.
You took your sweet time.
Sorry, I lost my bearings. So, did you figure out the issue?
Oh, sorry to keep you. Look here. These will grow even in the harshest. And you are?
Kite! Lieutenant, from Colony 9.
Hello, Kite. I'm Juniper. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh! What the... Why's my chest... Just ignore me. I'm fine. Are those... my imitators?
Oh yeah, they do look similar. They're not, right?
No, they're toxic. I knew it. This is one of Agnes's...
Kite?
It's true. When considering root vegetables, poisonous tubers are relatively common. However, these spongy spuds are... Huh?
It's sweet. Already more than edible.
You mean it's safe? Really?
Yes.
I think I'd bake him first myself.
Silence, Lance.
These spuds, they're the pride and joy of our colony. I'm so glad you like them. Really.
I don't... Where do you find this trust? These were our enemies.
Yes, but not now.
I get that. I know that. But still, if only you weren't Agnian.
I'm sorry we put you through that.
It's perfectly fine. I think you should talk to your soldier in private, though.
Let me be clear. We do not bear any ill will toward Colony Tower, nor do we...
I didn't mean as a commander. More as one person to another. Your friends. Didn't you want them to be happy, rather than toiling and struggling in vain? And one more thing. The pivotal factor is the soil.
Soil?
Check to make sure that there's earth wormwood growing in your fields. I'll forward the steps you'll need to take to your iris for reference. Did I say something funny?
No. I'm just pleasantly surprised at how earnest you are. I'll take a look as soon as we're back at the colony. Oh, and if you've any problems on your end, would you allow us to lend our support?
Problems?
It wouldn't feel right if the goodwill only went one way. Am I right?
I understand. Let me consider.
I'm glad we could talk. We'll make some wonderful fields yet.
I look forward to that day.
This smell.
Okay.
I see some relations have changed.
So,
To eat then, no?
this give us this some
Looks like colony relations
awkward
have changed.
movie, which we just saw what's just happened, because I Kite been going off the deep end a little bit. It's just in the dribs and drabs, but my friends are starting to come back. But the faces of the folks that made it back, it seems a little different, don't you think? Yes, you may be right. Toughen up somehow, I say. Yeah, I mean, we just get tough up and like take the surprise of what's about to come up. Okay, so these are not part of just stacking like they're acting like cheerleaders. It's a little lonely at times, but the life in the back on beyond is actually refreshing change. Local producers are all very scrummy. Cannot complain. Okay, that give us 10 of... Oh, wait a minute. So, yeah, so that give us 10 of the infinity points. Now, let's see. Now, what we got going on in here? So, if there's anything... If there are any other of the people that we gotta go talk to, you know what? Well, let's not stick around to doing what we had to do around here in this colony. Let's just... let's get out of here. Because I know for some short, because there's more to do here in every other colony. So, we're going to work our way back to Colony 9 front gate. So, it's the quickest way that we head back there. And just to check to see where Kite ran off to. Like Kite that can fly, like some kite he is. I mean, if you have like a real kite and somehow if you wanted to see the kite fly in the soil of the sky when where the wind not go fast, but that is the kite he is because of that his thing. All right, now checking on the fields.
Hey, you know what happens if you pull out earthworm? Its roots wriggle around and stuff like they're alive. Gives me the creeps.
Stop trying to worm your way out of this.
According to Juniper's information, the presence of earthwormwood improves the soil's drainage. In other words, it makes for earth that is best suited for potato growing.
All right, already. I guess we just get on with it, yeah?
We just get on with it.
Can't find a single one of them.
I guess it's not the best soil.
I knew it was just some kind of trick. There was no way it was going to be that easy.
Look here, you.
Enough, Lance. Kite, I know you're worried about the fields. Come over here and let's talk.
No need. I don't have anything to say to you.
Right.
We probably want to check out some other sites, I guess.
Right. There should be some untended land not far from the colony. Let's do a sweep.
We'll update you if we find anything.
Sparks. What's wrong with me?
I see some relations have changed.
Well, what's wrong with Kite? Because he had to get his memory fresh up, right out of his mind, and just to think it over. So we have to find other fields in and around the Colony 9. All right, back. So let's go and check things around here. So you know what? We have not traced much to reveal this whole map because it's not have been filled in its entire map. So what we have witnessed is saw over there because there's one of this ether channel that we are missing around this spot. Because that's one of this ether channel that we have not witnessed to explore because we only got more about 24. Well, that's not enough to the gain. Now let's just check what's up here. So we can go interact with the A button. Nothing here look like. Okay, well we checked there. Well, there's nothing we can find. So there's only like 2 exact locations that we gotta keep track on looking for. So we can check what's at the bottom. So we can lose 1,000 HP. And you know what? If we go and interact, because you know what? I don't think that's nothing. I'm not gonna. I don't mind just interacting because there's nothing on the ground because I already checked there already. Because there's nothing that we can find in the field. Alright, now checking over here. So this must be it, can it? I mean, let's go interact. Come on. I know we found the right place. Nothing here looked like. Okay, what? Wait a minute. I thought... okay, sorry. I thought that was supposed to be the field that is all the way... Okay, well, I guess wrong. I was miscalculated. I think that's the one on the bottom. That's supposed to be the field, right? Well, yeah, that's the one.
There we go! Earthwormwood!
Ugh.
Don't worry, it's not gonna bite.
I'm not worried about it biting.
Looks like we found our spot. I'll inform Kite.
You think he'll actually help us?
Don't worry. He's a bit delicate in some areas, but when he starts something, he will see it through.
What is it?
I've lost contact.
What a jerk. Now he won't take your calls.
Whoa, now, we should probably hear his side of the story, yeah? Let's stop stirring the pot.
I've already talked to him, but it didn't prove very effective.
He's taken this personally, so it'll probably take some time. Both of you are being too quick to judge. Don't be so hasty.
Hasty? Me?
It's like Juniper said. You need to speak to him man to man, not soldier to soldier. Like how you talk to Lance.
Oh yeah. Why are you and Lance always fighting anyway?
He just gets on my nerves.
Sorry, what? Right back at you, pal.
Excuse me?
I don't think that counts as fighting, Senna. Yeah, they're just having some banter. That's how you should be with Kite, too. You're always talking on a commander-lieutenant level.
I hadn't realized. So I've been issuing him orders instead of talking to him on an equal footing.
Talk to him again. I think it'll go better this time.
Yes. Perhaps it will. I'll try.
Okay, so we had to go and talk to Kite. So he's back at Colony 9 somewhere, so let's just continue moving down straight. Because I realized because there's just a lot of happening here, because somehow we just took appropriate action in each colony just to seek out what we need to be doing. But that's enough talk. Let's just go and have a listen.
Hey, Kite. What do you want?
We've good news. We found a plot that will be perfect for farming.
Really? That's great. I mean, well, that's just great. In the eye-rolling sense.
So you won't help us out?
Well, I never said that.
Talk to us, boss. You gonna get your hands muddy or not?
Yes. All right? I'll do it. I'll do my snuffing job. Okay, so, what are we planting?
Spongy spuds. Juniper's already told us how to grow them.
Oh, here we go again.
Don't grumble. That potato was truly delicious.
Fine. Whatever. Just give me the spuds. What?
Of course. We still need potatoes to plant.
You didn't get them ready?
We were so focused on looking for earthworm wood.
It happens.
This isn't like you, Commander. Did you eat something funky?
Nobody's perfect. Even the most scrupulous perfectionist is liable to err, on occasion.
All right. Just hurry up and get some. Spongy spuds, right? Let's start with about 10 of those.
We'll gather them as fast as we can. Shall we meet again in the fields?
Sure thing. Just send me the location by Iris.
I see some relations have changed.
Alright, so we had to go gather 10 spongy spuds in a map of Wildwood. Alright, so let's go use the destination map. And let's get tracking on searching on finding one. So it's the quickest way that we go land onto the one called the Vista of Ronard. Is that how I'm pronouncing it? Ronard? Yeah, I'm not sure how if I'm saying it, pronouncing that word. I mean, somehow it's kind of like bad for me to say. I think I'm saying Ronard. Is how I'm saying it. So Vista of Ronard is where we're landmarking at. I mean, that's where we warped to. So here we are now. So we're back here in Makva Wildwood. So here back in the Makva Wildwood, because somehow we just witnessed to encounter, because we just fought these mysterious raiders. It's what they used to be called, because they're one of those mechanics of these ladnesses that they're kind of like different, but mysteriously. Because we just took the close encounter to embark on, because they were going to take us all down. So it's a scene to me, because we got here, it's 10 of each spongy spud to collect, which were so easy to track down in this big yellow spot. Alright, well, let's get checking. Okay, so let's make a 7. So where's the next one at?
Got a rare doodah right here.
Okay, now I can tell, because it's a little bit hard to track down to wherever you go. So I reckon that we go and keep exploring this area, this whole area of this circle of this map. Okay, you know what? I think the game is asking me to keep pushing through, because there are only 3 more remain. So we got the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th. It's all the way down. Actually, where is that at? Actually, let's just follow it. Oh, okay, so it's right over there. Okay, this should be the last one. So plant the seed potatoes in the field. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I think it's a long way to get on the other side. So you know what? So we can still keep using the destination map. by warping to whatever we landmark to. And it's the quickest way that we go and warp somewhere back at Colony 9. It's the quickest shot of a way because somehow we just wanted to be sure that we're quicker than just to get to whatever place that we are just now. Because we just don't have to keep on taking the long travel where we go into every other side to wherever we go and travel. Now, it's a scene like the rest of these troops are gathered.
Now we can finally get planting.
No, that step comes last. First, we need to till the soil so that the seed potatoes can take root more easily.
So what's that actually mean? Till? I think I'm a bit lost.
You toss the soil to trap the air in it seems. According to Juniper, there are 3 main layers of soil.
Yeah, so we just rough it up a bit. I get you.
Lands. The crudeness of your summaries never ceases to amaze me.
There's not much point to it all, though, is there?
Come on now. Don't be like that. Let's just do what we can.
It'll only take 2 ticks. You and your ticks, man. It's not about speed. We need precision here, folks.
Just follow the procedure I sent to your irises. Ask me if there's anything you're unclear on.
Okay then, guys. Let's do this.
This is looking good. That was pretty fun, hey, Mimi?
And now we water them.
Ugh, I wish I was the one being watered. I stink of dirt.
Should we wait for the rain? In this instance?
Yeah. I think it's best if we let nature take care of the rest. I get the feeling we should interfere as little as possible.
But rainfall isn't always guaranteed. If you rely too much on the weather, it may come back to bite you.
Then, what if you control soil humidity as you wait for the rain? And if ever the rain doesn't come for a while, then you can water your crops yourself.
That sounds smart. Let's wait a while and see how things unfold.
You just leave that to us.
Oh, what?
Xeon and the others aren't going to stick around here forever. Who else is there?
Besides, it'll only take 2 ticks.
Kite, can I trust you to handle it?
Yeah, go on then.
Come back and have a look after the rain, though, would you?
Right. We'll do that.
Okay, so we had to go.
It's brought the rain. Once again, I'm powerless.
Indeed, that's definitely where the problem lies.
Okay, so we had to go and wait for the rain. You know what? Let's do this. Hold on, I think I know what we need to be doing. So we have to go and change the time. So every time you go change the time to whatever current it is, sometime we can get it to night or afternoon. I mean, let's just check to see if it's going to rain. Alright, well, I'm not sincerely sure if we're ever going to spot more rain. I mean, we can't wait for the rain that long, so we need rain. So, let's try this. Okay, so all you guys just gotta do is change time. That's what you gotta do. So every time that you change time, you might as well find rain. So let's see. So it's 12 o'clock in the. So is it ever going to rain? I mean, let's see. Well, we're just gonna have to wait for the rain. So we have it on 12.
Gotta keep nice and limber.
So I can barely see some clouds. So it felt like to me that we had to go and wait for the rain. So it's getting kind of cloudy though. So is it ever going to rain? I mean, let's go ahead and split and see what's going to happen. So I will see you then. Okay, so while we're waiting for the rain, there's a new standard quest available, which is named Split Splash. Rain is a name for the type of weather that's extreme damp. And the mood of Split Splash is also generally tended towards dampness. Casting for voter sympathy, but the no one bite. Split Splash smells center of moisture on breeze. Should the Split Splash cast clouds of French words, is it gonna cost you? Okay, well, I got 10,000 G. Let's pay up. Many thanks. Should I help add a few more side dishes to next meal? Split Splash will take it from here. Spectacular.
Good to add more names.
Alright then, well, let's go check in. So I think it worked. So all we just gotta do is just use the map, and it could just show where the next quest might take us. I mean, that is how we go wait for the rain. So now that we can go to the harvest field.
So, why isn't anything budding?
The seed potatoes are rotting. Perhaps we gave them too much water.
Oh no.
Does the soil not drain properly? Or was it something else?
It's my fault. I was giving them extra water from time to time, because I didn't want them drying out.
Fox.
I thought I was being careful. Never considered that I might be overdoing it.
Well, we'll just have to try this again. Let's wait for the next rainy spell.
Sorry, guys.
Don't blame it on yourself.
Yeah, but if I hadn't done this, we wouldn't have to...
Oh, if only! What's done is done, man. You can't change the past. So let's just recoup our losses and do even better next time round.
Huh.
That's a good attitude, Kite. I like it.
I'm good either way, to be honest.
Huh. Classic Eastman.
Guess I'll stick it out for a while longer. Thanks, Kite.
Credit where it's due. That was actually pretty good.
His words came from the heart. I think that's why it resonated with them.
Kite's always been annoyed at being second best. He knows the frustration of not living up to his own standards. And that really struck a chord.
Complimenting others' weak points has always been a talent of his. It's something I could never do.
Hey! I think we'll go ahead and till the soil again. Take out the rotted spuds. So, if you don't mind...
Got it. We'll grab a new batch for you.
I'm really sorry about this. We'll need you to get 10 more seed potatoes then.
Don't worry. We'll pick a really good selection this time. Just you wait.
Okay, so we have to go get 10 more of the spongy spuds. Okay, so it's a bat somewhere at Maxwell Falls, so Maxwell Wildwood. I'm sorry. So you know what? Let's go do the split. Okay, guys. So we only got 2 more of these spongy spuds to get collecting. So that should be enough for 10 because we did the same thing while we're at the Maxwell Wildwood. I'm sorry, but we'll go ahead and do the same old example. I mean, we just collect all 10 and go warp back to the colony that we already are, and head on back to the field where the rest of the group are, where they start by soiling in the fields. I mean, that is what they plot on doing because that is their next plan. So we go turn the camera around and go checking things back at the field. I mean, we might as well see how everything is looking. Okay, so the field is looking pretty good. Wait a minute. Now I don't actually see any grass is sprouting yet.
Now we wait for the rain.
Come on, buds. Start your budding already.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Okay, so you know what? We just gotta keep on trailing ahead. So we had to go back up and talk to Split Splash so that we get the rain to come up. So let's go talk to the Split Splash. Rain is the name for type of weather that's extreme damp, but in mood of Split Splash is also generally tend towards the dampness. Casting for voter sympathy, but the no one bite. But meh, Split Splash smells center of moisture on breeze. Should a Split Splash cast clouds of friend's word, it's gonna cost you. Yeah, well, it's gonna cost me more than 10,000 G. So take my money and let's shine and let it shine. I mean, we just want more rain. Split Splasher will take it from here. Whereas the Split Splasher bit distract. Also, a scrumptious meal was John in mind. Okay, what the heck's going on? Why we have no rain? Oh, come on, dude. Take my money. Oh, yeah. So many of thinkings that should help in add a few more to side dishes to next meal. Split Splash will take it from here. Okay, so I think I had... Okay, well, as I was saying, I mean, I think I just pressed the one that's called No Pay. That's what just happened. Okay, so now we have to head to a specific location where we check in with the Spongy Spud patch. So let's go and check things there. Okay, so we don't mind the objective, so we could just go and head to the field.
We did it! They're budding. Talk about suspenseful.
Manana excited for yummy harvest. Hope they grow up big and strong.
Yeah, we need to take good care of them.
Looks like it's going well.
Indeed. Now we can breathe a sigh of relief.
We'll want to take care of the fertilizer now, right? How do we distribute it?
Actually, I have just the person for that. Earl's a dab hand at gardening. I'm sure he'll be able to help us out if we explain our situation.
I'd appreciate that. Incidentally, where did Kite go?
Stormed off after saying he'd done his field tending duty. Guess he's still not over it.
I suppose it's time for us to pack up. We can't just leave that guy alone. He's always been there for us, through thick and thin.
I know. You don't need to worry about us. Make sure my lieutenant gets the care he deserves.
Will do.
Oh, and I'm pretty sure Earl will explain it for you, but you know the fertilizer? Seems you make it by crushing up seeds, bones, and plants and mixing it all together. Oh, and he also said that having a few helix conches on you would save him some trouble.
You'll get that done in 10 ticks. Or else.
That might be a little tight for us, but we can certainly try. I see some relations have changed.
Well then, it's worth a shot. So let's go and hand over the requirement item. So we had to hand over the Earl. Okay, now let's go ahead and check in there. Yeah, because I seen we got taken on a hero quest that takes a lot of work to do. So is this Earl character? Okay, well it's not the item that is Earl. It's the name of the Earl. So Commander Xeon's long time no see. I'll take any materials you have for the fertilizer off of your hands, okay?
Now, what was it we needed?
Okay, well it seemed like to me because we have all the spare material to bring to Earl. Okay, so let's keep increasing. Okay, so we still gotta keep going, alright? So we attained the Earl's special fertilizer. Nice. Okay, so now we can hold on. So we have to head on back to the field. Okay then. So we're gonna check in with the Spongy Spud patch back at the field. So we're seeing because of all the grass, all the sprouts are growing a little bit quicker.
Whoa! They got so big!
Filled to bursting with lively!
Applying fertilizer ought to further foster their growth.
So we just sprinkle the stuff on top and then we're done?
Wrong. They need to be able to absorb the nutrition easily, so first we combine the fertilizer with some soil. Then you spread the mixture around the roots.
So specific.
I've more or less memorized Juniper's info now. Let me know if there's anything you're unsure of.
I can see his time in the survey branch has seeped in, right down to his marrow.
I suspect he might have actually been born with it. He's just the meticulous type.
That's about all we can ask for. I'm grateful.
I'll let him know. All right, guess it's back to the grindstone.
Now to wait for more rainfall.
Oh, I'm shaking with excitement.
Are you really?
Well, yeah, we all worked hard for this.
You tell him, love.
Let's see what the coming rain brings.
Yeah!
Okay, so we have to keep getting more rain. Okay, so now we're going to round 3, so we have to keep on talking to Split Splash over and over again. Okay, so it's again to the first, and it's again to the second, and now it's on third. Alright, well, let's just skip all of this dialogue, and let's go ahead and pay up 10,000 G. Okay, now here it is. So we got it on Sotacular to bring all of this rain pouring down from the sky. So which I mean because we're going to get something to the sprouts up. So everything is going to absorb just to so that we see because we got potatoes.
These little guys have come a long way.
Day in springtime of youth, growing up into fine young potatoes.
Nothing gets Manana excited like the prospect of a full belly.
Can you blame her?
Resounding no.
Why have they changed color?
Huh?
Oh no, they're withering.
Why though?
It can't be time to harvest them yet, surely.
I dread to think so. But it could be one of the diseases mentioned in the reference materials. The damage seems to spread from the lesions here, on the root. They bear resemblance to the black rot.
Oh, they better not be. That's supposed to cause rapid decay. Spreads easily too.
Let's check the others for similar symptoms. On the double. Lend me a hand, everyone.
Okay. So we have to go and examine the spongy spud leaves. So let's go and interact. It's a no good if they change color. Okay, it's the one that's called spongy spud woos. So we have to go and get them all. We're looking good here. Okay, so how about this? So it's no good. They change color. Okay, so we were supposed to be a lookout that have not changed to any color. So this one is good. And this one, no, that one is not good. It's no use. So we need to get 2 more. Alright, and that one is no good. So it's not changing color. And the last and not least, okay, you know what? That one seemed perfectly fine. So wait a minute. What is the last one that we're not seeing here? Should this be the last one we're looking for? I mean, it can't be. What about this one? Okay, well that one is looking good. So we need to be a lookout because those did not change color. So those were good. Now this one we have not checked. Yeah, so that's no good. So that don't have any color. So there we go. So let's go ahead and wreck the shore back at Colony 9 where we go and wreck the spot. Because we're going to check in just to go and discuss on this top priority of what just happened to the harvest at the field, because it seems like none of them are changing any substance of just so that they can go ahead and fully grow to photosynth to potatoes or anything like that. But let's go over to discuss. Okay, so you know what? We have not got the one which is called Caressia's Return. I mean, we need to get that. But it seemed like to me because we got a long way to complete a Colony Towel. So we'll go in and get that done later. Right now, let's go and focus more on getting the one which is called Spongy Spud. Judging by the state of the stems, I think we're on the mark. It's the black or rotten, no question. But if they were looking so healthy until just a little while ago, can't we help them somehow? There's the only one solution, and that's to dispose of all the infected stems before the others all go bad. That's what the Juniper's status says anyhow. That's a less helping and more harm reduction, bro. Can't we just pluck the bad leaves? Leave the rest there. No, we had to pull out the whole stem. We do? You realize what you're saying? After all the hard work that we put in? I wish that we could have saved them all, really I do. But the rota is spreading fast. Pull out the bad ones and that's the end of it. There's not much point in trying to define the alternatives because at this rate. It feels a debate that you're having here. Or what are you so laid back about, Chief? This is Colony 9 is a feature on the line here. You're absolutely right, and I'm not being laid back. We simply had to pull out the inflicted stems to avoid losing everything. There's no other way. We that out there the bad to say to the rest. It's something quite profound. You may not think it, but I often lack of a backbone and neither of a commander. Even with the fun to my terms, I often flattered and facilitated questioning my actions. That is until you taught me about the importance of failing and starting anew. It wasn't an invaluable lesson to learn. Had to really hammer it into that hard head of yours before it stuck though. I'll take that as a compliment. If the Zeons have not given up, then neither am I. We'll do what we can and we'll do it right. That's right. And we better start now. Time to waste for no spud. Right. Time to pull out the bad stems. My friends, thank you. Alright, well, let's go and get solving more of these problems.
Time to head out.
So I'm guessing that we should examine back at the spongy spud lead and pluck the spuds out. So that is what we gotta do. So we're plucking just only the ones that are not in color.
Don't film me now.
So let's just check and see. Now we're gonna keep on track out because it's the easiest way that we go and look to see what we can pull. Let's just pull up these stems out, stem there. That should do. Okay, so the next one is over here. Okay, yeah, let's pull out the stems, and let's pull the next one. Okay, and another. Yeah, but certainly, guys, I mean, this is a long hero quest. I mean, we gotta get that finished for Colony 9's sake.
That looks to be all of them.
We'll have to monitor them for a short while. Take note of the state of the stems, not just the color of the leaves.
We should fix up the soil too, right?
Think so. It's supposed to be bad if the underground bits are exposed to light.
Might as well pull up the weeds while we're at it too, huh?
Don't pull the potatoes themselves out.
Mate, I can tell the difference.
And then we hope for rain.
What's wrong?
Oh, I was just thinking how times change. It wasn't so long ago that my sole thoughts were about keeping the flame clock topped up. Now here I am, worrying about soil and potatoes, looking up at the sky. I could never have imagined myself in such a position.
True. Who'd have thought you'd chomp on a raw potato or admit to lacking a spine?
Please, don't remind me. I feel flushed just thinking about it.
But I think we've grown a lot closer as a result. I feel like I know you better. Sometimes you don't really get to know someone until you've clashed first and then sorted out your differences.
You don't beat around the bush, do you?
Anyway, I think we've done what we can here. Let's report back into Juniper.
A black rot, as you say? Do you deal with it accordingly? We have pulled out all of the stems that had a discoloration, but we're not sure if that's going to be enough to stop the spread. We were wondering if you could take a look for us if it's not a bad time for you. From what you're telling me, that might be the best course of action, yes. You're really having some bad luck. By the way, do you have anyone keeping watch over the fields? Keeping watch? You mean like a patrol? It's not just a Colony 9 that is strapped for food, remember? You never know who or what could be lying in wait. Yeah, you're right. Well, get to someone on it right away, thank you. Anyway, I'll start getting ready for this trip to Colony 9. Okay, so now Juniper is making preparation start back at Colony 9, so now that you can see here, because somehow I just want to go and split a long cut because I just I just wanted just to keep on editing it for you guys, just to make it all shorter for the video to be cut and sliced to another but 50 minutes of video. But that's more enough I can take action on doing, because it's a more than enough of hard work for me to get these videos and right in top shape to where it go time lapse to a split where we saw. Okay, you know what? Forget it. Let's just listen.
Sounds a little rowdy over there.
Is that?
It came from over there. Let's hurry.
For the fields.
Okay, so now as I was saying, I mean, I just wanted to make sure that my video is split into like another about 50 minutes. But you know what? Let's just step into the field and at the battle.
You are not getting through me! I won't let their efforts go to waste!
Kite!
You lot!
Talk later. Let's teach those creatures never to set foot upon this land again. We will defend this place with our lives. Show them there is strength in unity.
Okay, well then let's just stop talking and let's still keep fighting. So these are the rope. Okay, so both guys need to get destroyed. I mean, somehow we have enough benefit to go ahead and properly go and take more of this a steady, fast pace of action. So we have a limit of chances just to go ahead and build up one of our specials to one another. Because each of the characters have the limit of strength and they're better of effort to pull it off as a team here. So I'll go ahead and target on. Actually, I don't care. I mean, I'll go get the one on the right because this one is halfway done. So we go with more Braid Topple and we okay. And now we got Daze. So the last combo was Daze, and I'll go get the one on Fervor on the right. So this row needs to be taught a lesson, not to go mess with our, not to go mess in the field. Okay, so it can't go and be messing our fields up because it was going to get all mushy, and the grass is going to look all ruined.
People, how are we?
We're fine, at least.
They really tore up the place, huh?
Sorry. I couldn't stop them.
It's not your fault, Kite.
Besides, you were the first to come running here. Don't feel bad. You were tending the fields, weren't you? Trying to keep them safe. The whole time.
I couldn't just sit back. But there was hardly any point.
You shouldn't put yourself down.
You? What are you?
If I could just...
I'll help you. And pull.
Guess I don't know my own strength.
Thank you very much.
Are those?
I'm afraid I failed to mention something. Spongy's buds are quite special. They actually use the field itself as a means of storage.
That's why you recommended growing them. Astounding.
Sorry I doubted you. The reason I didn't trust you before, it wasn't because you were Agnian. No, it's because I was weak. Now, I don't expect you to forgive me or anything like that. I know I caused hurt. I'm so sorry.
Now come on, raise your head. You refused to give in. You struggled to change things for the better. The way I see it, that's not weakness. Not from what I hear, anyway.
You don't... No, you don't even know me.
Making a change, Kite. It takes guts. You're a good man. We didn't admit it. But then again, neither did you.
You know what? No one's ever told me that.
I'm sorry about that. I think from now on, I'll make an effort to remind you. Kite, you're an asset to us all.
Commander, could you perhaps help me with a problem? If your offer of support still stands, that is.
Sure. Ask us anything.
Would it be possible to permit me to visit Colony 9 more frequently?
That's no issue for me.
I'm not directly asking for help with a specific problem, but I'd like it if we could build friendly relations between us. If that's alright.
Now I see. Feel free to visit anytime.
Same here. Very happy to have you.
Thank you very much, Kite.
What's all this then? Kite's acting weird.
What I'm more worried about is what will happen to the tending of the fields.
I'll be sure to ask them. But maybe not right now. Just look. They're having so much fun.
Alright, there you go, you guys. So that is Hero Quest finished. So we get no reward. But look at the bright side. I mean, we get it's enough but 5,000 experience points in gold. Well, that's more about the 4,000 of the gold pieces that we're about to get. And a bit of worse, I mean, we get here is a lot but 4,900 experience points. But that's more enough we can take. And we get 10 SP. That's good to know. And in the midst of a splendid and evolving challenges, Xeon was not only able to establish new crops fields, but also build a precious sense of camaraderie. Alright, well, that explains a lot from it. So the hero class rank limit had been broken, nice. So the hero class rank has increased to level 20. And the rank cap for the class is now lifted. Class rank can now reach the level 20. Nice to hear.
I see some relations have changed.
So there's more people that we gotta go talk to. So we go talk to Earl. You look happy. I guess all this is set in your mind at least. Yeah, plans are always to give it back if you take proper care of them. They have shown me that I need to look forward, not back. That maybe I can keep living into the future. They have even helped me face up to my role as an officer too. You give me a lot of advice when I was having loads of worries. I can't thank you enough. Okay, now talking to Carrie.
Looks like colony relations have changed.
Now, but the potatoes are growing. We got in Colony 9 back on an even keel, I think. Some of the other colonies are cooperating with each other now, right? I wonder if we could get in on that too. Why, I wonder that too. I mean, that's a more confess about. But you know, you guys, I do believe that's gonna have to do it. So we go ahead and take a look. Well, eventually, I rather do think that because there are still more to get finished around here at Colony 9. Is it? Well, yeah. So we still gotta get that last star done, and you know what? I mean, we'll probably come back to that later. I mean, we got I think we got Colony. We got the city to finish up, and the one back at Colony Tau. So I think those were the colonies we need to get finished. So I'm guessing that's gonna have to do it for today, you guys. So next time on the Xenoblade Chronicles free, we are going to get a move along because we got a lot of colonies to get finished up in every spare ways. I mean, there's more to it, but just to get every other colonies finished around here in this whole Ionis world. But we'll seek out on doing what we do best around here on the next series, you guys. So you don't go anywhere, and you will be participating and staying tuned on the next video. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to tune in and watching this episode. So if you're liking the series, you want to see more of the Xenoblade Chronicles free, be sure to leave an advertising like, share the video, and subscribe. And if you already subscribed to my YouTube channel already, please do ring that notification bell and stay notified whenever I go upload a new video every step of the way. So you'll see me when I go and upload new Xenoblade Chronicles free videos. So just stick around for that. So that's going to have to do it for today, you guys. For more Xenoblade Chronicles free, we will be picking up more on the next one. So take care, you guys, and I hope to talk to you on the next series.